Up to this point, we've talked about the learning that individuals do. While it's true that we are each responsible for our own learning, we also create and share knowledge with others. These interactions between individuals can be very powerful learning experiences as well. In fact, most learning is social. We make sense of things with others and apply our knowledge in social contexts. It can be hard for us to coordinate and cooperate sometimes, but research has indicated how valuable it can be to create learning communities where participants can conduct inquiry together, share information, mentor one another, and simply value one another's contributions. If making your thinking visible to other learners is valued, if taking risks is valued, if asking questions is valued, then there can be demonstrable gains in the learning community as a whole. As a warm-up, think about a social learning experience you've had in the past. Anything you had or wanted to learn where you benefited from working with others. Pause the video here if you need a minute to think of one. When you're ready, take out a piece of paper or open a document you can draw on. You don't have to be a great artist for this. In fact, you can even use clip art if you want. Now, divide your page into 4 sections. In the first section, draw something that represents what you learned. In the second section, draw what the social interaction looked like. The image should communicate how many people were involved, what the venue was like, that kind of thing. In the third section, draw how you would have felt if you'd been learning this all on your own. And in the fourth section, draw how you felt after you completed your social learning experience, or at least made some good progress on it. Pause the video to fill these sections out. All done? Well, now you have a visual representation of your social learning experience. Hopefully, while you were drawing, you did a bit of reflecting on how the social interaction took place and what you gained from it, in addition to the end result of having learned something. Feel free to share your experience and your artwork in the forums. Now, back to business. This week, we'll talk with experts about how people learn in communities of practice. That's not the only way to participate in collaborative learning. There are also things like affinity groups and apprenticeships, but we're going to focus on this specific type of community. So what is a community of practice? It's a group of people with a common interest who want to learn about a particular practice or topic by interacting over time. So for example, a group of people who get together once to discuss knitting is not necessarily a community of practice. But a community of practice could form over time in an online forum where those people get advice on techniques, discuss their favorite yarn, and share their knitted robots. You know that what makes these communities such powerful learning environments is having all these elements: the group, the shared interest, the desire to learn, and the sustained interactions. To get a better idea of how these communities of practice create good spaces to learn, we're going to look at 2 case studies. First, we will take a look at a project called Vanished that was developed in our lab. Vanished was an alternate reality game in which students had to pool their resources and problem-solving abilities to solve a mystery across time and space. Then we will take a look at this very platform, edX, and ask the question, are, or can, MOOCs be collaborative learning? We'll take a look at some of the history of learning online for some best practices and try to get a sense of how these ideas are or are not present in contemporary online learning platforms. So this should be a great week with a lot of interesting ideas in play. We're looking forward to seeing how you respond to these ideas, both on your own and of course in groups.